Hello, hi, morning everyone. So we will begin our webinar as scheduled. In the meantime, let's allow a few more participants to join the session before we get started. Just wait for a while. Okay, let's start our webinar on time. So, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Welcome to our webinar entitled GeoVirtuallis, a mobile solution for real-time GIS field updates. This is our 13th webinar. So, we are very happy to have all of you here. with us for today. I can see some familiar names in the participant list. So for those who joined our session earlier, welcome back and thank you for continuing the journey with us. And to those who are joining us for the first time today, a very warm welcome. We are really glad to have you here. So my name is Farida and I will be your host. We also have Miss Hazli as our technical person and Mr. Lias Mokrawi, our speaker. So as usual, before we begin, just a few quick housekeeping rules. I usually go through these points so we stay consistent in every session. So this session is being recorded and will be shared later via email or on my GIS, for your viewing at your convenience. Kindly note that recording the live session using third-party tools or device is not allowed. The presentation will take place around 40 minutes and remaining 20 minutes is for Q&A session. Please keep your microphone mute. You are allowed to turn on your mic during the Q&A to ask questions verbally. You can use both English or Bahasa. During the presentation, you may drop your question in the chat box anytime. So this is just a very quick reminder. We highly appreciate the cooperation from everyone to rename your display name to your real name so that we can address to you properly during the Q&A session. So just a very simple step to follow. As you can see on the slide, you just click on the participant icon, go to your current registered name, and then next you click the three dots next to the mute button and select rename to change it, and it's done. Okay, hope everyone can cooperate on this thing. Okay, what actually GIS Innovation do? So we do provide GIS consultancy, GIS system integration, professional GIS training, open source GIS solution, GIS application development, and data integration using FME. FME actually stands for the Feature Manipulation Engine. So before I hand over to our speaker, let me quickly give you a picture of what today's session is all about. We have kept the slide shorts, but our speaker will walk you through more details in the live demo. So the agenda for this session cover introduction to GeoVirtuallis and why to choose GeoVirtuallis, live demo followed by a Q&A session, and the last one, what awaits you for next. Okay, let's explore GeoVirtuallis and how it can help improve the way you collect and manage GIS field data. So now it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today. Welcome on board, Mr. Lias Mokrawi. So it would be not be complete without sharing our speaker's background with all of you. So Mr. Lias is a senior geospatial consultant with extensive experience in GIS implementation, web GIS deployment, and geospatial system integration. He is also an accredited trainer with HRD Corp, stand for Human Resource Development Corporation. So where you can use the grant to enroll in our course, as all of them are HRD Corp claimable. So with hands-on expertise in QGIS, GeoServer, and enterprise GIS workflows, he has worked closely with organizations to streamline spatial data publishing and management. His approach focuses on helping teams work more efficiently by improving processes and reducing repetitive GIS tasks. Okay, without further delay, I would like to invite Mr. Lias to take over the session. And the floor is yours, Mr. Lias.
Hi, thank you, Farida. Can you hear me? Loud and clear? All right. Can you see me also?
Clear, Mr.
No
Lias.
problem, huh? All right. Okay. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Farida, for the introduction. And I want to thank also Lynn, who has also done tremendous work, teamwork with Farida in getting all these webinars possible. Thank you very much for attending this session. This is our third webinar with regards to our platform called GIS Simple. The first webinar was on Q2G. Q2G, which is it is a plugin that we can use in QGIS that allows you to upload all your layers in GeoServer. So your team will be doing work on QGIS, creating maps, styling layers, and then they will be uploading the data into GeoServer, preserving all the styles and also to a certain extent the file formats. All right. And our last webinar, which was part 2, which was on GIS Simple. This is what we have been working on and demoing during the last webinar. So GIS Simple is a hub to allow to create maps that we can share in your organization. This is not open source. This is our product that we sell as a subscription. It is SaaS based, okay, on the cloud. So it is a website basically. And then at the back end, you have a lot of processes. You have engines that run a lot of things and help to serve the maps over the internet or the intranet, but more on the internet since it is cloud-based. In short, GIS Simple, the idea behind GIS Simple was to be able to create a web map without doing any programming. Right? So that was the idea. And during that time, I was thinking, why is it that we still need to do programming to create a map, a web map, to share with other people in our company? And there are some very good commercial software available, but of course the price is very high. Our GIS Simple is available. It runs on Windows on the cloud, not on Linux for now. What are the pros and cons of GIS Simple? So the pros are that you can create maps without doing any programming, and then you can just share your data. The cons is maybe that it is on the cloud and you cannot have it at the office. But what we do is we maintain everything for our clients. But the idea that came after creating GIS Simple was we have GIS Simple. People can view the maps on the web in a certain organization. And then what's next? So the next thing is that we can share the data in on an app. So the app is called GeoVirtuallis. It is fully developed by GIS Innovation. It is only for Android for now. We don't have any short plans to have it on iPhone. Okay. Of course, unless if there is a project that comes up and we can do that. Yes, we can do the development on iPhone, but not for now. All right. So why Android? Because I'm a big user of Android. No, not only that, is because many people are still using Android, especially in the region. Before we start talking about GeoVirtuallis, let's talk about GIS Simple first. So we have created a map. Okay. So once we create a map, what we can do is we can create two types of projects in GIS Simple, right? We can create, let me just log in first. I need to log in, sign in as a super admin. Okay, I'm signed in. So this is the default map. The default map is the map that everybody will see when they go to the login or they don't log in as well. Okay. And here, since I've logged in as a super admin and administrators also, I have more settings that come up. So I can just click on File. I can create a new project. We can do a lot of things. Okay. What I have done recently is that I have uploaded some layers into GeoServer from QGIS using Q2G. To do that, I have also, just to show you how it works, so if I look at, these are all the layers with the workspaces. Those are the layers that we have. Okay. So I have this layer called Damansara Intan. But before I load the layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project. Okay, it's empty. And I'm going to change, just to show you some of the things that you can do. You can change the background map. We have seen that previously. Let's see if I use OSM topographic. Okay. And what I will do is, instead of using this interface, which I like a lot, the white and blue color, I'm going to change that to, we have different themes that we can use. We have the dark theme, for example. Okay, this is dark. We have the high contrast for people who need to have high contrast to see things. Ocean interface, sunset interface, forest interface, which is very nice as well, and the sky interface. So it depends on what you want to use. But let's just use the, I'm going to use, sorry. Okay, this is about the scale. I'm just going to go back to the light interface, just white and blue. And since I have no layers here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double click on this layer, Damansara Intan. But when I click or double click, here I have the option to load my data as WMS or WFS or WMTS layer type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load both WMS and WFS for the buildings layer. So I'm going to add WMS, add, and then I click on WFS. I'm going to add the WFS layer. What else do I have here in Damansara Intan? Okay. Let me just get my QGIS opening. Okay. At the meantime, let's look at the layers that we have added. So I can just double click on these layers here, and then they will zoom to the area where I downloaded the data. All these data are available freely. You can download them from OSM, OpenStreetMap. There is a very easy to use plugin called QuickOSM. So in here, when I look at the data, okay, let me see. So this is the data that we have. This is our data. Okay. Let me just bring in, this is QGIS version 4, just came out recently. So I just click and open my layers. So I have buildings and main roads. Okay, so I have added these two layers into GeoServer. If I turn off the OpenStreetMap layer, this is how my data looks like. Okay, so let's see. I just look for main roads. Done. Okay, I've done main roads, so I will just double click. Sorry, double click is on QGIS. So I just add or the layers. I've added them twice. Main roads. I don't need this one. I added that twice. Okay, so I can just turn off all the layers. I'm going to turn off the base map as well. Where's the base map? So I have the awesome topographic. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to turn on the main roads. These are the main roads data that I have. Oh, because I added them in WF, FS, let me add them as WMS as well. So I'm going to add the layers. Okay. So it depends on what you need actually, right? So just to show you that you can do that. I will turn off the main roads, this one, and turn on the buildings. These are the buildings. If you want to take a look at the data, it's very simple. Okay, just click here, and then there is a button to preview, of course, to preview the data. So just click here, and then here's the table. Okay, I can adjust the panel. This is all the data. I can just, if I want to preview, I can just double click. Okay, I can zoom into selection. So this will zoom into the selection. I can, of course, do other things like pan to the selection if I wanted to. But we have already demoed this during our last webinar. So I want to get to this back to the slides. The reason why I wanted to show you this is to show you how we can create the projects. So let's go back first to the slides, explain what is GeoVirtuallis, and then we go back to we will go back to our GIS Simple to take a look. Okay. So what is GeoVirtuallis? Geo is, of course, for Earth, and Virtualis is the Latin word for virtual. We nickname the app as GeoV. We are going to see how it works, what it does. Okay. So it is a mobile app with AR capabilities. AR is still in our labs, basically, but we already put it in there so we can see the data in AR. It's designed to for geospatial field updates. So if you have anything that is Android, you will be able to install it on your device. So example, of course, phones, tablets, if it's Android, and also if you have any high accuracy GPS that have also that are running on Android, so you can install them there. So of course, it depends on the Android version. We have tested that on, it should run on phones like Samsung Galaxy S22 and above. Okay. So it combines 2D mapping, geometry editing, very basic spatial analysis, and custom AR engine. Part of the complete field GIS ecosystems, which is part of course, GIS Simple platform. Okay, never mind. I'll add that later. What it supports is offline usage, cloud synchronization, and project packaging and updating via email. So imagine the idea is I am on the field. I need data from our main database. But in this case, what I need to do is I need to share my data back with HQ or the main office. I can do that in two ways. If I have GIS Simple, I can just upload into GIS Simple. Or if I have GIS Simple, but I prefer to upload the data via email, then I will be able to upload the data via email. Right. So 2D mapping, key features, you can load project directly from GIS Simple, or you can create your own project. I'm going to show that later. It has multi-layer management with visibility, toggle, turn on, turn off, and change the order of the layers. Base map switching, which is not actually really there yet. So I'm going to remove this one for now. Okay. Okay. Live GIS GPS tracking with auto panning. And we have also integrated Nominatim. Nominatim is a geocoding engine provided by OpenStreetMap. It helps you to just key in an address, then we show you the direction, not the direction, we show you the exact location as a point on the map. It has a built-in barcode and QR scanner, which is very important. And one thing we need to add is that we can take photos and integrate them, send them back to the HQ using GIS Simple or via email. So we made it as simple as possible. In terms of geometries, you can edit any kind of geometries, points, lines, polygons. Can snap to GPS and crosshair location, tap to add or move or edit any vertices, undo, redo. You can draw tools, points, lines, polygons. And then you can save edits back to GeoJSON. The thing is that GeoV supports only GeoJSON. So GeoJSON, why do we use GeoJSON? Because it is light. You can use it in any geospatial software. You don't need to have some special software to export to GeoJSON. Most of the software that I know, geospatial software, desktop software, export to GeoJSON. Or if you can't, then you just download QGIS. It's free. You can just upload your shapefiles or personal geodatabase or geopackage and export that to GeoJSON. Okay. The app can do some basic spatial analysis. Why do I say basic? Because it's really basic. We don't want to turn GeoVirtuallis into a GIS software, fully desktop GIS software. So if you need that, well, you can just use QGIS or any other commercial software that you have to do analysis. That is the purpose of a desktop software. So what can we do with that? We can measure distances. That is the basic. We can create some buffers. Okay, it's useful. Let's say if you need to know what are the points which are within 50 meters of your some specific points. You have nearest feature and proximity queries as well that you can do. It can read SLD as well, but usually we don't really well, I mean, it depends. If you want to use SLD, it's fine. If you don't, it's fine as well. And then we have the AR mode, augmented reality. We are developing our own engine, so we are not using any third-party engines for that. So what we can do is whenever you open a project, then you can view it in AR. The reason why we do that is sometimes your data, you just want to see where they are on the ground. We still are working, perfecting, if you want, the anchoring options or facilities in this specific module. But otherwise, GeoV as 2D does a very good job already. Okay, so we have some things like, of course, in AR, we can extrude the lines or polygons. The lines, we can extrude them as pipelines if we want to, or just square lines if we want to as well. Okay. Project management. So in GeoV, you can save your project. You can just save as, add layers. You can create new layers as well. You can delete layers. You can delete projects from GeoV. You can create. Okay, it works on the cloud, so you can upload. Sorry, it can synchronize with GIS Simple on the cloud. It is SSL ready. And for those who are using FME Flow, it can integrate also with FME Flow. As we know, we are partners with Safe Software. So this is something that we wanted to add, meaning that if you have some data, you can just upload your data, or sorry, you can download your data, which are on GIS Simple, and then you can process them on FME Flow, and then it will return back the data directly into GeoV. You can email and backup the configuration settings stored locally as well. Styling, as you can see on the right-hand side, it is a very basic styling that you can use. Then you can save the styles if you want to, or load back the styles if you wish to. Okay, it's very basic because the main purpose of GeoV is to do edits on the field, which are editing geometries or editing, of course, attributes. Okay. Security and integration. So, of course, you can integrate, sorry, with GIS Simple, with FME Flow. You can upload your data, email the data to any email address. You have to set up that, of course. And it has a GeoJSON support. So in terms of formats, I don't know if that is included there or not. We actually do not edit the GeoJSON files directly. We upload the data into our own mini database inside inside your phone or your device. So it is a lot easier to manage and update the data in the database rather than flat files. So it is when you open GeoV for the first time on your device, it will ask you if you want to create the database or not. It's up to you to say yes or no. And then if you said no, later on you can create a database or reset your database as well. So this is our logo. This is GeoVirtuallis. Okay. In terms of interface, this is the main interface. And before we get into the main interface, let's look at the workflow, how it works from GIS Simple. Okay. So in GIS Simple, we are back to GIS Simple. As an administrator, I know that some people, this is a TTDI area, right? Not far, it's opposite our office, actually. We know that we will be working on this project to go and do some service specific area. And if we look at the table, so what we have is our data is very simple, not much, okay? And this data is loaded from, or it is streamed from the WFS, from WFS as a feature service, okay? WFS service. We have some information here, but we need to go to the field to be able to edit the data. So what you have to do is, I'm the administrator for now. What I will do is I click on File, and then I will save the map as. Okay, and here I have demo 1. What I will do is I'm going to call it TTDI webinar underscore webinar. Okay, so then I just click on save. Now that file, the map file, is saved inside my computer, all right, on the desktop. Now, if I refresh this, I'm going to refresh my map. So I'm going to get the original map that I've saved here. What I can do is I can click on File, and then I will open my project. So it's very easy. You don't have to think, just think of it as a simple desktop software, right? Open project. And I'm going to reopen the project that I have created just now, TTDI webinar map. So it opens exactly at the same place, and it will load exactly the same data. I have some other projects. Let's see, some of them I've changed the layers, so they may not be valid, but just to show you, if I open project here, what do I have? This is from ArcGIS. This is some ArcGIS feature services. So this is from ArcGIS feature services. Okay. So if you have a ArcGIS server, yes, you can load the layers and then you can style them. We styled this. Okay. This is one project. Let me open. Here at the top, you can see that it shows the project name. Yeah. So I'm going to open another project. Sorry. So I'm going to open, this is from Singapore. This is using their, they call it One Map. Okay. It is free to use, so they have some info. This is very basic, right? So the idea is that I can create a project, then I can reload the project. I don't have to do any programming for this. Click on File, then I'm going to open another one. I'm going to open this. This is Sabah map. Okay, so this is Sabah, and you can see that we have some labels. The labels are generated by GIS symbol. Okay, it is not in the feature layer. All right. So I can just click here, of course, and then I can zoom to, I have, this is Malaysia state. And I have, let's say, building footprints. Okay. Can just zoom in. Then I can just, if I want to turn off Malaysia states, I just do this. Okay. And of course, I can do a full screen because GIS Simple, for those who attended our previous webinar, can be used as, how to call it, as a dashboard as well. It supports charting. You can create charts. Then you can create different maps, and then you can synchronize where you zoom in, zoom out in different screens. Yeah. We have, Farida, we have all the recordings on our, I said Farida, we have our recordings, so you can see the recordings for this. Later on, I think we have a QR code if you want to see, to watch our previous recording. All right, so let's get back to this. Now, I'm going to reopen the other project that I've created, which is the TTDI webinar. Open. So this is our data. Now, I know that this data will be used by our team, which is working in TTDI. So what I'm going to do is, because this is our main landing page, so I'll just keep it as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, And then let me just turn off this first. Sorry. Go to File, and then create standalone project. When we create a standalone project, the project name will be TTDI underscore, will be TTDI, I forgot the I, underscore webinar. Okay, and then what I need to do is I need to set a folder name. So the folder name will be, I'll explain to you later. So I'm just going to call it the webinar. That is the webinar name. Okay, so I'm going to a folder. So I click on create project. Please use only letters. Oh, okay, sorry. Create project. Okay, so now the project has been created, and as you can see, I'm going to try to zoom in. Can you see it will show you the exact URL. So the URL is very easy. So that would be, in our case here, it is GIS 11, 17, 16. This is my laptop. But if you have, let's say, gis.com.my, our website, then we will put /webinar. So that is where the people are going to access the web page. To do that, I just click here. All right, so this is the project itself. If I refresh this, it still goes back to the same. But if I go back to the previous page, which is the main page, if I refresh it, it will go back to my original main landing page. So there is persistence. We call that persistence in the project, meaning that whatever you have saved, whatever you have opened, it will be there and people can use it. So this is number one. That will be this is the how to call a standalone project. If I go to the settings, admin settings, because I'm the administrator, so I administer all the projects. It's very easy. You don't have to search to try to understand more than what is provided there. You click on projects, and this is a list of the projects, and automatically it will create a snapshot of, sorry, I need to find, okay. It will create a snapshot of that specific project. So if I scroll down, so this is the project that we have created just now, TTDI webinar, and this is the snapshot. Why is the snapshot important? It's because we, as an admin, I want to know what is the project about. So I know roughly where is the area and I know what is it about. Other things that you need to know is for this project, this kind of project, you have members. So if I click on members, these are the members only who can access that specific project. So if, for example, let me just okay, it's the same. If I copy this, the URL, and then I go in as a private for private browsing. If I paste this, I go to webinar. Okay, this is because I'm signed in on the other side. But by right, it shouldn't be there. I should not be able to access it. Okay, I have to look into. Okay, that's one bug. All right. So anyways, those are the members of the who can access by right. The select role project members. Hang on. It should be by assigned users only. Okay, that's why if I put by assigned users only, I should not be able to access the map if I set it that way. All right, this is one thing. So remember, so we have the projects. Why the project is important? Because on the field with GeoVirtuallis, when I upload my my edited files. So I will upload it into my project. Okay, the project that I'm signed in. So I go in the field, saya buat kerja, saya kerja, apa, tambah data, delete data, and then saya boleh upload data ke server later on, right? So it's very, very simple. But in the server, I am part of a certain project. Then I will be able to upload my data into that specific project only, all right? Or any other projects where I am part of, okay? So that is more on the system admin. Now, I have created this, so I know that people from this team, what they will be doing is they will be editing data and then sending the data into folder or webinar option, which is the other option. So the other thing that we can do is, well, we have to do to integrate with GeoVirtuallis is to create a portable project. To create a portable project is very easy to do. It's very simple. What you need to do is, let me just turn on the map. I'm going to turn on OSM map. Okay. And by the way, okay, so this is our office. Okay, sorry, salah. This is our office, Damansara Intan. Okay, the reason why I chose this is because of the proximity, so I can just do some demos on using the GPS as well later on, the phone GPS, which is not super accurate, but to give you the idea of what can be done. Let's say, yeah, okay. All right. All right. So let's say I'm going to send my team to edit these specific lots, okay? To add pictures, to maybe see some of the lots, maybe this is wrong. You have to do some edits here and so on and so forth. To do that, first thing is I know that some people are going to work on this area only, not the whole area. So I'm not going to give them everything to work on, okay? There's no need to give more data than what you are supposed to use. What I will do is, since I'm signed in, I just press Control K on the keyboard, and this is the quick panel access. It has all the panels. What I will do is I'm going to type project. In project here, so I have a few panels that have the word project. So I'm going to click on generate portable project, and the panel will open. I close this. I don't need it anymore. The panel can be set to go on the right, for example. So it's all floating panels. All right. So I just open this. Now, always remember the portable projects or the data must be based on WFS, because WFS are the features, okay, or any other features, feature layers, not a WMS. WMS is an image. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have more space here. So WFS roads, WFS buildings. I'm going to turn on WFS buildings. It doesn't matter. You can still do the selection if it's not turned on. So this panel will select all the feature layers. So in our case, it is the building and the roads. We don't need the roads. Okay, it's not something that my team is going to edit. They're not going to edit the road. So I'm just going to give them the building. And then I can give a project name. Project name will be, I just call it buildings, buildings. And then I'm going to put today's date. So I put 2026 0505, for example. And it will have this name here, and then can add this as a suffix or a prefix to your project name, or you can just change any name that you want to have. And then let me just zoom in here. You have different ways to download the data or create a portable project. You can have using the current map extents. Okay, so it will cut, basically give you all the data which intersects here, this part, the map extents of our map, or the canvas if you want. And the other way is if you want to draw a clip area, I'm going to draw a clip area, okay? Because I don't want to give all the data to my colleagues. They don't need all the data. So I'm going to start drawing. And then when I'm done, I just double click. So this is the data that will be created or extracted for editing. All right. So once I have all the data and all the info ready, let me see the layers. Okay, I need to use the layers from the building layer. Just now I did not select it. So what I have is I have one layer, and then I have, let's say, 95, 97 features in that specific layer. But once I generate a project, successfully. But okay, so we are not doing the work on the, how do you call, over the internet. But this is fast because GIS Simple supports multi-threading as well. Okay, so all the cores in your server. Click OK. Once I've created the project, we go back to the admin. So I can go from left or right, doesn't matter. I go back to the admin settings. And then I have a tab called Portable Projects. And I just scroll down, and this is the project that I've created just now. Okay. So, okay. So this is my portable project. It tells you who is the owner. And of course, you can add members to whom can download the data later on. So this is on the server side. So the administrator can choose, can create the projects, and then can select which project to assign to whom, for example. Right? All the projects that we have been working on. You can see like TTDI2, these are some tests and all. And you can, of course, select all the projects and delete them if you want to do some housekeeping. That is possible as well. Like this project, for example, does not have an image because this project was created before we added the capability of adding a screenshot, a thumbnail. So you can just click here and then add the thumbnail that you want. Maybe a company name, the company who is going to do the work on the field, for example. So this is about GIS Simple, how we do the, how we create the project. From all the years experience doing all this kind of work, I would say that this is really a very fast and efficient way to propagate data with the same team. How if you want them to create or work on specific data, this is very easy, very simple, hence the name GIS Simple, because they can just select, create a project, and then they can just create a portable project. But now what we are going to see is we are going to look at the app itself. All right. Enough of this. So what I will do is I'm going to share I'm going to share my phone. Share. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my laptop, and you will be able to see and know what we are talking about. Screen, zoom, photos. Hang on. Okay, share, and then I'm going to share the entire screen of my phone. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen? Okay. So I'm going to open GeoVirtuallis. So this is GeoVirtuallis. Can you see the screen? Boleh nampak, Farida?
Boleh,
Boleh,
boleh
yeah?
Selis.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
Ya.
Okay. Okay. So this is how the screen looks like. But what I'm going to do is I am going to download the data from my from GIS Simple. To do that, what I need to do is first I need to configure. There are some settings to configure. You can add as many servers as you want. So then you can set it as default. You can add then you'll be able to add the server name, the port, etc., etc. Once you have done that, first thing you would like to do on the field is to download the data from GIS Simple, so you don't have to do anything at the office. You are considered the user. So what can the user do? What you can do is you can just click on download. You cannot see here because for security reasons, I will show that later. You can use biometric. So I'm going to use my thumb to access to GIS Simple. All right. So these are all the projects that we have been using inside we have created in GIS Simple. As you can see now, this is the second one is the one that we have just created in GIS Simple. And then I don't have to do anything. As somebody who works on the field, I'll be happy to have this. I have my project. So what I can do is just download. Say, do you want to download? Then I click on import now. So it is imported, as simple as that, as easy as that. Then I go back, we say, do you want to add your data there? Is it okay? This is the layers. Then I click OK. And these are exactly the layers that we have extracted from GIS Simple. Now I am on my phone. I can do any work I want. All right. So I have my data. So what's next? In here, I can just turn on and turn off the layers. I can edit the style. I don't like green. I want to use orange color. And then instead of having the green outline, I want to have a gray outline. I can change the width if I want to. I'm not going to do that. I can change the opacity as well. I just keep it as it is. If I'm happy with this, I just click on apply. And now my data is in orange color. Was that beige? I don't know. To me, it's orange kind of color. What I can do, as a person on the field, I want to take a look at my data. So it's very simple. I can just click here, and then I can view all the attributes. So all these are all the attributes which have been extracted from the WFS file. WFS meaning the data is actually from GeoPackage format. It could have been from PostGIS, for example. PostGIS, why PostGIS? Because it is an enterprise geospatial database. I repeat, geospatial database. It is free, it is open source, and it is a very robust technology. So I'll click here, and then I can search. For example, I want to look at this one. 4876. I just type here 4876. Okay, fine. I can just select the record and zoom to select the record. So this is the record itself. All right. Other things we can do, you can view the data in 3D. So how do we do that? I need to set the 3D settings, enable 3D. I know that 10 meters is too high. I'm going to put 3 meters. Click on apply. So this is still in 2D. If I click here, I can view now my data in 3D. Okay. What I will do is I am going to exit the 3D and I will save my project first. I call it edits 05052025. Okay, so this is my project name. Let me open another project that I've worked on earlier. I have this one. This is another project. So if I preview my data in 3D, I did not set the 3D, so I can't view my data in 3D. I always need to edit the data. I have another project, which is something I've been playing with. This is our office. I put imaginary data, and this is a track that I've created from the lines, and then I can just view my data in 3D. So yeah, this is in 3D as well. Here, if I want to delete the layers, it's very easy as well. Okay, you can turn on and turn off first. The layers in 2D, sorry. This is in 2D. Okay. If I want to remove the layers, I just have to swipe to the left or to the right. Okay. Maybe you cannot see the gesture, but I did swipe to the right, to the left, sorry. I can just open my project and then reopen back the Damansara project. So my data is still there because I did not save my project. Okay. Let's go back to our edits 2025. You can see that the styles is still there. The data is still there. Nothing has changed. If I want to edit the data now, this is the part which is most interesting, or the part that we are looking for. Firstly, if I press on any of the features, so I can have the information. So this is all the information about that specific feature. All right. Now, when it comes to the edits, you can do a lot of things. First, I need to select my layer, because imagine that you have a few layers, not only one. And then I click on Start Editing. All right. Let's click on this one. Sorry, my thumb is a bit big, so when I pressed on the wrong one. I wanted to select this one. To edit the vertices, you have different ways to do that. Just first, you need to select the vertex, then you can just move it. It's very simple. You can add vertices. I just press anywhere on the side of the feature. There you go. If I'm not happy with this, I can just press on undo button. Okay. All right, so I've undone that. I can add one vertex, and now I go into more advanced tools. To move, I can move based on the center of the screen. So I move it in the crosshair. Okay. Or let me check. So this is my current location. So it's not going to be something very nice, but let's just give it a try. I'm going to move the vertex to the GPS location. Okay, so this is the GPS location. If I don't like that, I just undo. Oh, instead of searching for the how to say, instead of searching for the feature that I've selected, I can just press on the button. Okay, the button is the one that is round with a black dot. We are going to work on that icon. It's not very nice, but if I click, it will zoom to the selected feature. All right, I can still undo and then undo again. Okay. All right, so this is about adding features. So tap to move and all. And then I can add features. I want to add uh, my own feature in there. So what I can do is I can just click on draw polygon. Then I can just draw my polygon. Once I'm done, I just press again, ask me if I want to save, click on save, and this is my new polygon. Okay. You can see that the info, there's no info in there. But if okay, of course, you can add that GPS, the points, if you wish to do that instead of tapping, but I cannot do that. On the field, just look at, let's say if you want to do a polygon, so you just walk, and every time you add a point, then you walk, you add a point, you walk, you add a point at GPS location. But we have some other options for that. In Move, we have another option in Move, which is to move the entire feature. So just click on Move All. So I will just, I will be able to move it. Okay, can move it anywhere. I will stop. Now I cannot move it anymore. I can just undo if I want to put it back where it was originally. Add, we have seen add, and then there's the attribute part. The attribute part is very interesting because one thing is that you can manage the fields. Okay. Let's do something. Because I'm going to show you some other capabilities, so I'm going to add two fields. I'm going to add one field which is called, field name will be barcode. Okay, we add that. And then the other field that we are going to add is, I'm going to add QR code. QR code. You can put a default value if you wish to, but I'm going to leave it as it is. Add. Okay. So now that I've selected this feature, I can just basically, you can see the button at the bottom left. There's also another button at the top, top left, next to the north arrow or the compass. It's the same button. It's just that to make it easier. So if I click on Edit Attributes, so I will be able to add attributes. And if you want to add attributes, you have three things that you can do here. Let me just, I've prepared a slide with a QR code and hang on a second. Okay. So if I want to add, I need to save first. I'm going to cancel that. I need to save the data first. Stop editing. Let me check. So I have QR code, and then I have a barcode. Okay, close. So I'm going to start editing again. Let's say if I want to do some edits, and let me find it. Okay, so if I want to add, there are three things that you can add. So we click on here. if I want to add a barcode, I click on scan, and this is on my screen actually. So this is okay. It has already captured the code, which is 123 MyGIS 123 barcode. So I click on done. And it's actually, this is barcode. And then I have the other one, the QR code, and I have a QR code here. So this is different. I click on done. So this is 123 MyGIS 123 dash QR code, just to show you that it is different. The app can detect if it is a barcode or QR code by itself, so you don't have to say that. So I mean to tell you that you are scanning a barcode or QR code to make it even easier. But just imagine that you have some assets. You are in a park. You have to scan the assets of a bench, of a tree, lamppost, or anywhere. If you have assets, so you can update this way. You just, okay, this is the asset. Click, scan the barcode. Okay, then you can update. Another thing that you can add, I'm going to add a photo. The moment we click on take a photo, so I'm going to take a photo of the ceiling in my room, or this one maybe. Okay. Then will ask me, are you okay with this photo? I click OK. And what you'll have is the app will automatically add a new field called photos. So we'll add, so it is one record, one photo, right? We can do many photos per record, but we don't want to make it that complicated. So one photo, one record. If you are not happy with this photo, it's very simple. We just take another photo and the value will be overwritten in this specific cell. So I click on save, done. All right. Once I have done that, what I can do is anything else. Add, move, add attributes. We have seen attributes. Of course, we can delete. So to delete, you have two options, two things that you can delete. One is that you can delete the vertex. Okay. I'm going to undo this. Or you can delete the entire feature. This is a feature that we have added. It does not exist. But if I want to delete it, I will just press on delete button and then it will be deleted. Okay. But if I need it back, I just click on undo and it is back. All right. So this is about the features. Other things that we can do is, okay, I'm going to stop editing first. All right. Let's see. So I have in my data, I have the barcode, the QR code, the JPEG image. Oh, one thing I wanted to share as well is if we look at the attributes here, it will tell you exactly where are your images saved. So if you want to refer back to them later on. All right. What else can we do? There's this portion that I wanted to show, which is the hang on, still in here. Let's click on analysis first. I'm going to show you just the buffer. So if you want to create a buffer, so the buffer is per feature, not per collection of features. Why I say that is because it does not or it will not dissolve the boundaries between the buffers. That is done on purpose. Okay. If I change the value to, let's say, 3 meters, it's all in meters. I create that. So now I have created a buffer. These are all the buffers. Yeah. In the middle is just because the buffers are overlapping. So that's why you have all these small circles. To remove if I don't need the buffer, so what I have to do is just Okay, I just remove it, I just slide it to the left and it's gone. As simple as that. All right. This is the notify button is made for people like me who don't like to have too many notifications. So all the notifications that you have seen on the top left are not going to appear, or most of them will not appear. Okay. But if I turn it on again, they're all back. So, yeah. All right. Going back to hang on, I'll go back to the analysis. I have transfers. Okay, start editing again. The last thing, last feature that we have in GeoVirtuallis, which is tracking. Tracking is very interesting because what we can do is instead of drawing or using the GPS current location, you can track, meaning that you can walk and create some features. All right. There are pros and cons using this. If you want to use this with your phone, the accuracy is not good. Okay. So don't expect to have some nice features where you walk. You need to have something like maybe a good GPS that is using the application with very good accuracy. So the options are very simple here. You have, you click here. It gives you the interval in meters. Let's say every 5 meters, you draw a point. Then if you change the mode from interval mode as distance to time mode. So here it will ask you if you want to change by seconds. So every 5 seconds, whether you walk or you don't walk, it would create a new vertex. Right. So to start, you just have to click on start, and then you will be walking. Okay, it's gonna start creating some points. It has created one already, and then it will create one every 5 seconds. So if the accuracy is not good, it will continue creating that. But okay, I'm not going to continue doing this. You see, it has created a new point. I'm still at the same place, just that the accuracy is not that great here. I'm inside the office. Right. So I can just pause it if I want to, but here I have just 2 points, so I have no feature basically created. If I want to create a polygon, I need to have minimum 3 points. Okay. I've done a video on this. I will show it to you later on. Hang on a second. No? I will just save it first on the desktop, and then I will show you the one. I've done some tracking to create a polygon. All right. So now I have edited the data. Okay. There are a few things I want to add. So this is the Nomina team. Oh, I need to stop editing first, otherwise it wouldn't work. I'm going to stop editing. So this is, let's say if I want to look for example, KLCC. All right. So this is KLCC, and then it will take me to KLCC. All right. So this is part of Nomina team. So you know how to get to a certain place, not how to get, but you know where is a place located. Okay. If I want to go back to my data, I just click here, zoom to layer, and I'm back to my data. Okay. Other things that we can do is, besides the 3D, before I talk about the transfer, I'm going to talk about the AR. So I click here. So this is experimental. Okay. I'm going to move around a bit. Hang on a second. I will continue. So this is the AR. Okay. All right. This is something with the zoom. So I'm already on AR, but what I will do is I'm going to click on view. I'm going to turn off the camera. You can keep the camera on if you want to. Okay, I cannot turn to landscape mode. So I'm going to show you this in here. So to see my data, I'm going to click on View, and then I have the table mode. Okay, so this is my data. I can view it. I can see it on the ground as well, but we are still working on the anchoring. So once it's done, then should be something great to work on. I can basically have this model, and I call this I need to stand up, and I can view the model around and walk around. And this is the latest data that I have added. Okay, so if I click on 3D, okay, 3D has not been set yet, so I need to set 3D height. I'm going to put 5, 3 by height. Okay, it has been applied. So I need to close the drawer, down. How does this? Down. My voice is not very clear. Okay. So anyways, so this is to view your data in 3D if you want to. But we are not concentrating on this today, just to show you that this can be done. And then I can just fit this to the screen so I can zoom and I can view it if I want to. I can just turn it back off to 2D if I wish to. All right. I'm going to close this. Sorry, I was away from my microphone. All right. Is this better now? Okay. All right. So now how do you remove this? Okay, back. Now, once we have created the data, we have taken the pictures, we have taken the QR codes, we have taken the barcodes, and we are happy with the edits that we have done. So the next thing that we can do is I'm going to open my QGIS. Hang on, just to make sure that it is ready for you to see. Okay, so once I've done this, and then I have edited my layer, there are two things that I can do. Number one is I can just upload my data into GIS Simple. So I just click Upload to GIS Simple. Then you'll ask me, okay, there is a photo that you have taken. It shows me the photo, so I can unselect it if I want. I don't want to show that. But I will upload the photo as well. And then most importantly is that I need to set which project I'm working on. And today I've created the TTDI webinar. Okay. And then I will upload the selected layer to the TTDI webinar. It's done. It's extremely fast because it is at the office. It doesn't go through the internet. Okay. So you need to test and check with your internet speed. So this is the first option, GIS Simple. This is if you have GIS Simple. The second option is to be able to email the layer. Let me just turn off this first. Good job. Okay. So once I've done that, hang on a second, sorry. Once I've done this, if I want to email the layer, I click on the layer menu and then email layer and then send. You can see that it will send the layer and it will automatically also send the images as well. So it's sent already, tells you that it has sent one layer and one photo. So if you have more photos, it will, what it's going to do is it will package all in one email and send it to a predefined email address. Okay. If you look at transfers, so it will use the same emails. So this is also for upload, but yeah, we can just upload the layers one by one. Okay. So this is about the demo on GeoVirtuallis, overall what it can do. But I just want to show some things that were missed out because for security reasons, we cannot show that when we share our screen. So let me just go back to Zoom and share my screen. I don't know how you do that, but a second. There you go. Share. I'm going to share my screen. My screen will be screen 2 and then share. All right. Can you see the screen? Farida? Lena pa?
Okay.
Okay,
Now
smooth.
can
Yeah.
see. All right.
Okay, let's see. All right. So we're talking about I need to stop sharing this one. So other things that we missed out, not that we missed out because we cannot show, we missed out because we cannot show those on sharing from the mobile phone. So the interface, you have seen the interface, create a database. Okay, this is something you cannot see unless if you install GeoVirtuallis for the first time, and then when you open it, so you need to allow to use a camera, and you need to allow to access GPS as well. And this is the other thing that you need to do is to create a database that will hold all your data inside the phone. All right. This is actually not a screenshot. This is a photo that we took uh, when we access GIS Simple. So what we do is we can use username and password, but later on we can after that we ask you, do you want to opt for biometrics? Then I say yes because it's easier. Imagine if you're on the field, every time you have to rekey in the username and password. But if you register your thumbprint once, you can just use that all the time. I find it a lot more convenient. Okay, this is also another thing that we cannot show because of security reasons. So here you can set your own SMTP host if you are using Gmail. Gmail, I'm not sure if you can do that anymore, but if you have your own email server, then you can choose the port, the security type, then you can put your username, your password. From name, you put your full name because later on people will receive emails with your full name. Okay, and then the HQ email address. So the HQ email address, why do we need that? All the people are working on the field, they will be emailing the data to the same centralized people. So it is only one email address actually that you can send to. Yeah, maybe we can do something like to add more email addresses. Yeah, that's a good thing. But for now, it's only one email address. Okay. So this is the barcode and the QR code because I needed that. Okay, before I say thank you and bye, just want to show you the tracking, the video for the tracking, which is, all right. So this is a video I did this morning. Can you see the video? Okay. So this is some of the data. So what I've done is, okay, I have data, of course, it's the same area. But let's say if I want to draw, to show another place, to draw a certain polygon for a very big area. So instead of drawing, I want to look at the delimitation. So I can just, what I'm doing here is I have set the distance to 15, sorry, the interval is 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds it will take a point, but use this if you have a good GPS. Don't use this if you have just a normal GPS, all right? So what you can do here after 15 seconds, he drew a line. Then after that, he will add another point. There you go. And then another one. Let's make it a bit faster. Okay. All right. Then I walked the other side, and I walked the other side, and I walked again. So once I've reached certain point, I said, okay, that's it. Then I stopped. When I stopped, it has automatically created the polygon for me. So if it was points, it would create points for me. If it was lines, then it would create that as well. So what I've done is I've taken a picture as well. Okay, take a photo. So it will open the camera. This is our office parking. Click OK, and you can see that it has automatically added the photos field for us. All right. So, and then if we look at the attribute tables, so the tracks, it tells me that it is a track data, and then I have all the photo track. We add the field track to know that it is from the track. All right. Of course, you can load this into QGIS later on. We are going to see that. Okay. All right. It's not a perfect polygon, but you get the idea. Huh? Okay. All right. So that's the end of this video. Then you will ask me the question. I have done the edits on the field. Then what's next? So what's next? We have here something that we are going to show you for the next webinar. So this is QGIS. And we have this plugin that we have developed and continue developing. This plugin, I'm not sure when it's going to be available on a QGIS repository, but it's going to be soon. We have to clear a few issues. So if I click here, hopefully this is the one. Yeah. Okay. So this is GeoInbox. What is GeoInbox? GeoInbox is a tool that allows you. It's part of the GIS simple ecosystem. You will be able to connect to your email address. This is the HQ guy or lady. Click on connect, and then it will retrieve all the emails from the database. Oh, sorry, from my email inbox. And later on, we are going to see this. I'm not going to show you all the details now, so to make sure that you'll come for the next webinar. Then I can just take a look here. If I click on the email, this is today's email, 5th of May, right? Yeah. Then I will click here. And it will show me the email content. The email content is just to say that I have sent an email from to. The subject is the layer name. And then here what I have is I have two things. One thing is the GeoJSON file and the image. What I will do is if I just want to preview my layer into QGIS, so I just select the layer and click on Add to QGIS. So you should be adding that soon. There you go. So that GeoJSON file has been extracted from the attachment of the email on the server. Okay. And of course, there are some settings. We are going to talk about that. Next webinar will be soon. So as you can see that it has preserved also the symbology. And this is the data that we have been using earlier. If I open the attribute table, okay, it opens somewhere else. I apologize for that. So this is my data, exactly my data. This is the track that I've created earlier. I should have deleted it, but it's okay because I can delete it here. I know that it is from a track. It has no value to me. And this is the the new, this is the new polygon that I've created. So I can just flash it. Hopefully it's going to flash feature. This is the one that we created just now. And this is the photo. If I want to preview the photo, come next for next webinar, you'll know how we do that. All right. So come for, that will be in 2 days from now. We are going to preview GIS Simple's GeoInbox tool to know what it can do for us and help us to update our data on the field. Wait a second. There you go. All right. Oh yeah. So this is from the email, but if I want to load the data from GIS Simple itself, we can do that. Load files from GIS Simple. This is the connection. So what I need to do is I need to log into GIS Simple. This takes a bit more time than the email, but it's a choice. If you don't want to use the email, you can just use this. And then here it will give you, hang on, belum lagi. It's loading. Just a moment. So this is the list of all the projects that I have in GIS Simple. Oh, there is a TTDI webinar. I am the owner for that. I will just, it's fetching the files. And it's telling me that there are a few things inside. All right. So this is the data that is included. So this is just for the data, not the images actually. But I just click here. And then, yeah, okay. Because it's listing only GeoJSON, we need to list also the images. Then add to QGIS. So it will just add the layer to QGIS. Done. All right. It is actually the same here because it's not from the email. So it will just show in a different color, right? So I have to look at preserving styles is not really something very important or something we need actually. All right. So from here we can edit the files. I'm going to show you how powerful is this GeoInbox plugin during the next webinar. Okay, let me see if I did not forget about anything else. Lynn, did I forget to mention anything else?
Tak ada, Mrs.
Tak ada? All right. Farida? Okay.
It looks like
Alright.
everything is covered lah.
Okay, so that's all what we need to show for this. So what is next? Part 4, and the last part of this 4 parts webinar is going to be for GeoInbox. How to simplifying data edit commits to the main geospatial repository in QGIS. Okay, so this is the registration form. I will leave the registration form open for now, and we are open for 2 questions if you have any questions. Farida, ada apa-apa
Yeah.
soalan?
As I check in the inbox, the chatbot, we don't find any question for right now. If anyone
Okay.
want to ask Mr. Elias directly, you can just turn on your mic.
You can unmute yourself and ask the question. Boleh tanya di bahasa Malaysia juga lah. Saya boleh faham sikit.
Anyone for the question? Or if later you have any further question, you also can email us. We put our email address in the last slide.
Okay, I go to the last slide then.
Yeah.
And one more thing, if you guys have any suggestions for any webinars, you can email us as well, so we can help you with that. Right? Okay, Farida, since there are no questions, I'll let you go for do the closing.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you, Mr. Elias, for the insightful and live demonstration. So overall, that was a very practical, I think, and informative session for our GIS community. So hopefully everybody is agree with me. And on behalf of GIS Innovation, a big thank you to everyone for joining us today. We hope you found the session on GeoVirtuallis is useful and inspiring. So once again, the recording will be shared via email or on my GIS, so you can rewatch anytime. Before we officially end our session, so I would like to invite everybody to turn on your camera for the quick group photo. So maybe I check with Hazlin first. Are you ready, Hazlin, for the screenshot?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn
Okay,
off, sorry, Farida, I'm gonna turn off the share
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. So we're still waiting for anyone to turn on your camera. Yes, thank you. Anyone else? Hi, JS Yusrida, Muhammad Zul Fadli, JS Kam, Nur Asila. Okay.
All right. So,
All right.
Belum gambar.
Okay, so I just count in 3, yeah? So everybody ready? First shoot. 1, 2, 3. Second shoot. 1, 2, 3. Last shoot. Yeah.
Freestyle ke?
Freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Thank you
everyone.
very much. Thank you very much for coming. So hope to see you in 2 days from now for our last part of this webinar. Thank you very much for your support and see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Keep supporting us. Thank you, everyone.